gonna do our weekly inspection. Jim's gonna set the hive off. Remember, this is week 4 or 5. So, gee, I'm confused, aren't I? But you can see quite a bit of activity at the front of the hive here. And let's see what else. We have had significant weight gain in all these hives. Jim, what was our weight on the lid last time?
36 pounds. We just weighted 36 pounds. It was 17 pounds 2 weeks ago.
So you guys can say there's every day that it's fairly nice out, they are bringing in quite a bit of nectar. You've noticed that every time we've worked this hive, we've taken out a little bit of wax. You can tell from all the scar issue we've got here. And look at here. Okay, again, lots of bees on the inner cover instead of out working. Now, a good sign is the last time we pulled this frame out on field day and after, guess what we saw? Very little activity here. They're starting to draw out comb. Okay, that's the first sign you're looking for to say, oh, I might have to put a second box on. Now let's look at frame number 6. Okay. Okay, they've got basically 1.5 frames to draw out. No eggs, are they? Just watching the way they're clustered on it, there's none.
No, it's all larvae.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh my. Yep.
it's all larvae.
So, that's a good sign.
This is all larvae in through here. Here's eggs here, larvae here, and then they are storing syrup up here.
And look at the pollen on the bees. See this? There's several bees in here with pollen on them. That's excellent.
So she's moving.
Yep.
Next week we'll be adding a second deep on this.
You have a choice. If we decide to, we can add a second deep or we can remove the feeder if we've got a good, we'll see what our thing is. You notice most of this is not capped. Okay?
A lot of it is though, right
in here. Yep. You notice at the front, yep. But look down here, nothing. We got a little honey in the corners, you see? Yep, up here.
Yep.
So, a full frame of brood there. Look at that, all capped.
That's a gorgeous frame.
Beautiful frame, a beautiful picture of nice orange pollen. The other one was yellow. Look at that, beautiful. Little hatch out right here. That's what that tells you. If we stood here and looked long enough, you'd see bees hatching out eventually.
She hasn't come back to start to lay in those
That have hatched out.
that have hatched out yet though.
So that's 2 full frames of brood there, guys. Now let's see what we got here. And if you'll remember, probably 3/4 of those frames is capped. A little scary. Now, here's where the major hatch out is. Hopefully, it's going to continue hatching.
Now
And
she's come back and laid. This is all larvae in here where
Let me get a picture of
where they have emerged.
And see here, a drone cell, they pop it right in the middle for no reason at all.
Here's a brand new baby that just emerged.
See how fuzzy it is? They're so cute. They walk around like they're drunk. It's like a teenage kid coming home when he was bad. But look at all the hatch out here. So she's got a busy time to relay all this. So she's not gonna be super anxious to have more comb. Oh boy. Now look at how gentle Jim is. Guys, you gotta perfect the being the gentle part of it. Again, hatched out, look at all that. we're turning it because we got to get light to see.
A lot of it is larvae. She's come back in certain areas and laid larvae back in, laid eggs back in there.
Again, all hatched out.
It's hard to see on a cloudy day like this. It's real handy to carry an LED light, flashlight with you.
Let me see it. I can get it over my shoulder. Empty.
Yeah.
So that one's empty. So she's got a full frame to lay on here. She's got this frame to lay on and this frame. And you can count on the rest of these hatching out. So she's going to have room to lay for the next week, probably.
But that's a full frame.
Yep. Now remember, part of the weight gain is going to be they put wax on, drawn comb, and they're laying brood, so that has an effect upon what the scale weight is. Look at that. Just gorgeous. So here's interesting. We had a full frame of cap brood here, 2 that are hatching, 2 cap broods here, fresh eggs, and a little bit of cap brood there. So what I will do this week is go, just so you know, we are probably seeing enough of a weight gain, and we'll check the weight gain next week, and if it looks good, we will pull the feeder. See the pollen in here, yellow and orange? Looks kind of nice. It's nice that if you're working over your hive, the pollen, like here, falls on the feeder where they can pick it up and use it. If it falls down on the bottom, it goes through the screen. So, Jim's got a little chore here to clean that bird comb off and stuff. So first we got to get the bees off. And then we can clean it off pretty easy. Okay. So remember to kind of be careful of squeezing your bees. See how he does that? They get a chance to get the heck out of the way, and we don't kill as many. But as he's moving it over, they started coming out the front top entrance. And look at all of them up here on the top bars. Okay. So when we look at this hive, guys, we got to decide, what do we have for brood?
We had 5 full frames of brood.
So we had 5.5 with that other one. So
yeah.
We're gonna mark this 5.5, and then I'd say we got 6.5 frames of bees, you think?
Yeah.
Easily, maybe, I'd mark it on the plus side, make it 7.
Okay.
So we've got 5.5 frames of brood and 7 frames of bees, okay?
This next week, if it warms up, we're gonna have another hatch.
Yep.
And even if it doesn't warm up too much, we're still gonna have a hatch.
Yep.
And so there's gonna be a lot more bees in there.
So we'll have to prepare next week to put, pull the feeder, stick a frame in. We will put an empty frame downstairs, just like you would do. And then we'll put 8 frames of foundation up here. If for some reason we think we want to be safe and leave the feeder in, we can leave the feeder in and pull 1 frame, okay? So next week, second box, put the frame in the bottom. Now don't move these around. We're still kind of cool, so keep them together. Don't jam it empty down in. Let them move over to it. If they move upstairs, then what you'll do is, you go through the next inspection, you've got a frame all drawn out upstairs, you've got an empty downstairs tray. Never put eggs and larvae against the wood, okay? Always put cap brood, okay? I think that's a wrap for today, everybody. Come to the meeting tonight.